All right, so I have Mega Resveratrol, and I'm going to make it more bioavailable by using olive oil. Now, as you know, this is resveratrol, and it has a relatively low bioavailability because people don't know how to take this. Now, this is trans resveratrol, so I'm assuming that they somehow mix this in with some sort of oil in order for it to become more absorbable by your intestines, okay? But I actually increase it. I've read about this. You can increase the bioavailability even of trans resveratrol by mixing it in with olive oil. Now, I don't normally use olive oil for doing this type of thing, but I read about it and I was just like, I got to try this out. And I've read more studies which also say it actually increases the bioavailability. With my research, I also found that olive oil actually has some properties that are very beneficial for you. And if you get the fresher, more pure olive oil, you can have access to some of those benefits that olive oil has to offer. Now, I chose to go with California olive oil as opposed to any other olive oil because California has a standard which says, they have a law which says that if olive oil has a label made in California, it has to be pure olive oil. It cannot be mixed with other things. And some of the issues that other brands of olive oil have is they don't know where the olive oil is coming from. And a lot of times some of the olive oil is tainted with some lesser quality oils just as a filler and doesn't have the beneficial qualities and benefits that pure olive oil has. So I got California olive oil this is California Olive Ranch, okay? It's medium and vibrant flavor or whatever. But what I noticed with this, when you get fresh olive oil, it actually has a little bite to it. So when you have really good olive oil, really fresh olive oil, it will have a bite to it. That's how I know it is really fresh olive oil and has all the benefits in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the capsules of, this is Mega Resveratrol. It's 99% pure trans resveratrol, okay, made from vegetarian capsules right here. And each capsule, it says, has 248 milligrams of resveratrol, okay? All right, so it has 248. Now, it's important to know, check the expiration date, make sure the expiration date is good. Now, there's a big difference between resveratrol. Sometimes you'll see the brown resveratrol, but from my reading, they say go for the white resveratrol because it has a more pure form than the brown resveratrol. So I got this. I've read about this company right here. It seems legit. Mega Resveratrol, 99% transveratrol. Now, what I'm trying to do is try to get up to a gram of resveratrol. So this is roughly 248 milligrams of resveratrol, standardized 99% pure. So I'd have to take 4 of these to get close to 1 gram of resveratrol because 1,000 milligrams equal 1 gram. So right here, I actually am going to be taking 5 of them because I just want to get just over 1 milligram of resveratrol. So what I do is I go ahead and take my glass, and then sometimes you can go ahead and add some olive oil to it so you don't have to worry about any of the resveratrol sticking to the bottom. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon of California olive oil, fresh bottle. It's important. I usually buy the smaller bottles of olive oil so I don't have to deal with the olive oil actually going bad because I haven't finished it. All right, so I have the capsules, and basically all I do is I just go ahead and pull open the capsules, and I do it right over the container so nothing spills outward. So I take the capsule, I'm getting closer so you can see this a little bit better. So I take the capsule and I just take it and I just go ahead and just empty the contents of the capsule inside of the cup on top of the oil like this. Make sure you get all of it out there. And I'll show you what I do with the capsules. I don't throw away the capsules. I'm not gonna let these go to waste. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the capsules back together. And I put it to the side. And I'll tell you why I put it to the side is because there's still some resveratrol on the inner linings of the capsule. And because resveratrol, especially in this form, is so expensive, I don't want to lose any drops. So I'm kind of being cheap when it comes to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and place that in there like that. And then here's the second one, or the third one. And you can see I'm putting it in there and it's just floating on top. And the whole purpose of this is to get it dissolved in oil because resveratrol dissolves in oil and not water. And so increasing the bioavailability, you have to take this with oil. If not, even though it's micronized, you will not be getting the maximum benefit per capsule from this trans resveratrol. So put it in there. And I'm coming to my 5th capsule to make it just over 1 gram. Now, this may seem like not pleasant to be putting this in olive oil and drinking it, but you're not going for pleasantness, you're going after the benefits that resveratrol has to offer. So once I have that in there, I'm just gonna go ahead and close up the top of my bottle of resveratrol. And then I'm gonna take a glass and I'm just gonna mix this in here. Now what I do is, I just keep on stirring it like this. And when you're stirring it, the resveratrol, you see, is becoming dissolved. Now I can smell the olive oil in there. So you just keep on mixing it like this. Sometimes, if I have enough time, I just let it sit and let it slowly dissolve inside of the olive oil. So go ahead and put that in there and just keep on turning it like this. Try not to be annoying by letting the spoon hit the edges of the glass. And then I take this, see what it looks like right here. All right, so just put that back in here. First of all, I go ahead and get off the spoon. It's olive oil. It's not the best pleasant tasting. You may find other methods of taking the resveratrol in a way that is more pleasant, but mixing in olive oil where you have the benefits of the fresh olive oil and the benefits of the resveratrol is 2 birds with 2 stones. Wait, no. 2 birds with 3 stones. No. It's like knocking out 2 birds with, you know what I'm talking about. So I have it dissolved right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and chug this right here, but I'm gonna show you how to get the more of the benefit from taking this after you chug it. So I have the dissolved resveratrol. I'm gonna go ahead and chug this really quick. Not the most pleasant. And there's still some in there. So what I do is, I can taste the bite from the olive oil, the fresh olive oil. Just go ahead and put a little bit more in here. That will put some hair on your chest. Go ahead and mix the resveratrol in there that's left over with the olive oil. Go ahead and finish your spoon off again. And go ahead and take this right here, all right? Ooh, yeah. So I did that. Now, sometimes people will mix it in with full-fat yogurt. There's a doctor that talked about how he mixes this with full-fat yogurt. That is one method on getting the resveratrol, having it have more bioavailable for you. However, I use this method right here. It works well for me, knowing that I'm getting the benefit of the fresh olive oil. And then you have the capsules on the side. And I just go ahead and pop these in. Just take these normally like I normally do. I choose to do 1,000 milligrams. However, it's not recommended on the side that you do milligrams. That's just what I do. And this is how I increase the bioavailability of resveratrol. Now, it's important for you before you take any supplement to check in with your physician and make sure that it's okay for you specifically can take resveratrol, as well as read the manufacturer's instructions on the resveratrol that they produce before you take it. All right, so here are these. And I just simply take these with water, and they're gone to get the maximum effect of it. And that's how I increase the bioavailability of resveratrol. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.